Hey everyone, Annika Godlewski here with another week of Maximum Storytelling. I am one of your hosts, and I'm so excited to be here again. So this week, we're going to talk about thank you videos. So I know that we've talked about it so often before that sometimes it can be really hard to come up with video topics, and especially if you've already gone through all of your frequently asked questions and you've gone through um, a lot of the video testimonials for the week or for the month, and you're still kind of looking for other things that you can create video on. Creating thank you videos are just a really quick, easy way to get content out there, but also not talk about yourself. Because as we always discuss on Maximum Storytelling, the cardinal rule is to talk about others and to celebrate others and to show gratitude and not constantly talk about yourself. Tell stories about other people. So thank you videos are a really, really easy way to do this. So, I mean, it is as simple as setting up your camera, talking to the screen for 30 seconds about the person, the company, the client, the I don't know, the event, anything that you might be thankful for. So perhaps you like using using Max Lawcon as an example, right? So many times we all go to these conferences and we just feel amazing and we've learned so much and we just are overwhelmed with all the great ideas that we get, and you're riding this high of gratitude for all the tips that you learned from the presenters, or you're really appreciative of the relationships that you built at these conferences. So sitting down for literally 30 seconds and talking about your experience and how grateful you are for that experience is one of the perfect ways to get some content out there, and also to have a really great reason to tag all of the different people that had a hand in brightening your day and brightening your career and giving you some really sound advice to help your company grow. So that's one way to do it. You could even go as far as to, I mean, again, using a conference as an example, any speaker that you really felt had information that resonated with you, you could do a 30 second to 60-second video, talking about that speaker. Hey, I was just at this conference. I really, really want to thank, oh my goodness, I don't know, Tyson, for all of the information that he provided during his speech. It was really helpful. It was uplifting. It was exciting, you know, something like that. Or you could, and then go through and do that for all of the different people that made a difference in your experience. If you go to, oh my gosh, I mean, I know this sounds really silly, but think about all of the different things that you do outside of the office and how that could connect and interest your audience, because they're probably doing a lot of the same things outside of their jobs. But even if you go to a Saturday farmers market, right? And let's just say you purchase cupcakes from a local baker that is selling everything at a farmers market. You could literally do a 30-second video. Hey, I'm so grateful for Toledo's farmers market. It's such a wonderful place to be. It's so full of community, and there's a lot of local vendors, and I'm just so appreciative to live in an area that has something like this, especially cupcake maker Julie, who had this awesome sale. My kids were so excited about the cupcakes. I just want to give a shout out, Julie, the cupcake maker. It was great. Thanks. So then when you post that video, you can tag Julie, the cupcake maker. You can tag the Toledo Farmers Market. You can tag, any of the other vendors who you might discuss in that video, or in a separate video that sometimes you might want to create separate videos for the different vendors. But I know that that's kind of a far out example for any of you guys listening to our attorneys. You might not think, well, how does the farmers market connect with me making legal videos for my YouTube channel? Well, I mean, it's human, right? And it also encourages all of the people in your audience to understand that you are a really trustworthy, approachable person outside of the 9 to 5. So that makes you more likely to be understood when you're talking to them about their case, right? Because they get that you're just the same as they are. And it takes away that intimidation, and it takes away that that fear that a lot of people have when hiring an attorney. They're afraid that they might not understand what you're talking about, or that you're not approachable. So thinking about little ways, to talk about life outside of the office is through thank you videos is a very, very easy way to make yourself approachable. You can do it with clients. I mean, this is different, of course, than a video testimonial, but if you just had a client come in, and it doesn't even have to necessarily be the very end of their case. I mean, you don't have to have any identifying, you don't have to put their last name on it or anything. But let's just say that client came in and you really had a nice conversation with them, and perhaps they understood a tough subject that you guys were talking about, and it was, nerve wracking or whatever. But that client was awesome, and that client was understanding, and that client, really took the time to listen, get in front of a camera and talk to that person and just say, hey, like, I really appreciated Carol when she came in. She was just awesome. And I love having clients like these. Carol was so understanding, even though we had some tough news for her. She was upbeat, and she was understanding, and she's just a great client. Carol, thank you for making the day brighter for everyone in our office. You could have, again, these might sound like really out there examples for you guys, but just try it and see the different responses that you get. It'll be very interesting. I guarantee it. So, if you have anybody who delivers anything to the office, it could be the local taco shop down the street. You ordered lunch and they delivered it. The delivery guy was super friendly. The food was delicious. Jump on the camera really quick. Again, you can get out your cell phone, turn it on, and say, hey, I just want to give a shout out to Rusty's Tacos. They did such a great job. Their delivery was so fast. Their food was so amazing. We are sitting here right now in the conference room enjoying this taco. Hold up the taco, pan around to anyone else in your office who's enjoying, lunch from Rusty's Tacos, and put it on social and put it on YouTube and tag all of the relevant people. And it would be, just a really lighthearted, good, a good reason to create a thank you video. Talk about past clients. Talk about any of the different people that you might work with in any of your cases. Maybe you have a court reporting service who they just always go above and beyond for you. They always, can get you in quickly. They always are super flexible. They always do a fantastic job. Maybe they're everything just works out perfectly well, and you love working with them. Again, it doesn't have to be right after a deposition. It can be totally out of the blue, which would make that little surprise for that person mean even more. But sit down in front of the camera and say, hey, Jackson Jackson Court Reporting Service is awesome. They do such a great job for us. I'm just so appreciative of them. They always go above and beyond. Thank you so much, Jackson Court Reporting Service. You have a really happy client here. So court reporting services, the people who order your medical records, even like the body shop that towed your client's car. Like, let's just say your client mentions that body shop did a really great, they did a really great job at towing the car, but that the driver was really kind and compassionate to the family members that had to stick around after an accident. And, they just happen to mention, your client happens to mention this to you in the initial intake meeting. Man, that Jerry's Body Shop was awesome. They were so kind. Do a video about it. It can be something as simple as, hey, this is, Peterson Law Firm here. I just wanted to give a shout out to Jerry's Auto Body Shop. We had a client in here today who just said how kind and how compassionate and how great, what a great job Jerry's did. So we just wanted to share that with the world. These thank you videos, again, short, sweet. Make a list of all of the different people that you would normally send Christmas cards to, or Christmas gifts to at the end of the year, holiday gifts, and keep that running list. Make thank you videos for all of those people. There has to be some reason over the course of the year where they have made a difference in your life for some reason or another. Otherwise, you probably wouldn't be sending them a Christmas card or sending them a holiday gift, right? There's got to be a reason. So keep that list, come up with the reason, and sit down and shoot a 30 to 60-second video talking about why you appreciate that person. The kicker will be once the that person that you're talking about sees it on social and they see it on YouTube and they're tagged, and so they're automatically going to be notified of that video. It's going to make a real difference, and of course that's only going to generate more goodwill. It's only going to increase your chances at even more referrals, and it's just going to put some joy out there into the world. So I encourage you guys to make a list of all the people in your world that have that you're grateful for. Make a list of all the people that have made a positive impact on you, have made a positive impact on your family, have made a positive impact on your clients, and sit down and make short thank you videos to each and every one of them. Tag them on social. Make sure that they have links to the video after you post them to YouTube, and watch all of the engagement roll. So again, this is Annika Godlewski for another week of Maximum Storytelling. Feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions, or if you have any ideas that you would like us to share, or if you want us to discuss anything in particular on this podcast. We would love to do that for you. We're here every Wednesday from 12:30 Central, 1:30 Eastern. And it'll always be live in the Maximum Layer Guild, which is just one more reason to join, because there's, obviously a really long list of benefits of being a guilder, but one of them is that you get to tune in live to all of our podcast episodes. So thanks again, everyone. Have a great week.